Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill, 1874 to 1965, was a British politician, statesman, and author who is widely regarded as one of the greatest leaders in British history. He was a key figure in the Allied victory during World War II and is known for his powerful speeches and strong leadership. Churchill was known for his larger-than-life personality and his wit. He was a prolific writer, having authored numerous books and articles, and was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1953. He was also a skilled orator, and his speeches are still remembered and quoted today. Churchill was a complex figure, and his views and actions were not without controversy. He held strong opinions on many issues, including imperialism, democracy, and social welfare, and was sometimes criticized for his views on race and class. Overall, Churchill was a charismatic and influential figure who played a significant role in shaping the history of the 20th century. Winston Churchill is widely credited with the famous saying, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." This quote is often paraphrased, with variations in wording, but the sentiment remains the same. There is no definitive record of when Churchill first said this quote, but it is believed to have been during or after World War II, when Churchill was serving as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. This quote by Winston Churchill means that success and failure are both temporary and that what is most important is having the courage to persevere in the face of adversity. In other words, just because you have achieved success in the past, it does not mean that you will always be successful, and similarly, just because you have failed in the past, it does not mean that you are doomed to failure in the future. What matters most is having the courage to keep going, to keep trying, and to keep pushing forward, even in the face of setbacks and obstacles. The quote is often used to inspire and motivate people to keep going even when things are tough. It encourages people to have faith in themselves and to believe that they can overcome challenges and achieve their goals if they have the courage and determination to keep moving forward. This quote can be applied to real life in a number of ways. Perseverance. The quote reminds us that success is not permanent and that we should not become complacent when we achieve our goals. Similarly, failure is not the end, and we should not give up just because we have failed. Instead, we should have the courage to keep going and to persevere in the face of setbacks. Resilience. The quote also emphasizes the importance of resilience in the face of adversity. It reminds us that it is not the failure itself that is fatal, but rather our response to it. By having the courage to continue, we can learn from our failures and become stronger and more resilient as a result. Mindset. The quote encourages us to adopt a growth mindset, in which we view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. By embracing this mindset and having the courage to continue, we can overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. Motivation. The quote can be a source of motivation when we are feeling discouraged or defeated. It reminds us that success is not final and that failure is not fatal, and that we always have the choice to keep going and to strive for our goals. Overall, the quote by Winston Churchill is a powerful reminder that success and failure are both temporary, and that what matters most is having the courage to continue, to persevere, and to keep pushing forward. There are many inspiring stories of people who have overcome failure and gone on to achieve great success. One such example is the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. After graduating from college, Rowling struggled to find a job and was eventually diagnosed with clinical depression. She also went through a difficult divorce and found herself as a single mother, struggling to make ends meet. During this time, she began writing the first Harry Potter novel, but she faced numerous rejections from publishers. Despite the setbacks, Rowling continued to persevere, and eventually, a small publishing house agreed to publish the book. The first Harry Potter novel was a huge success, and Rowling went on to publish 6 more books in the series, which became a global phenomenon. Today, Rowling is one of the most successful authors in the world, with a net worth of over $1 billion. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of having the courage to continue in the face of failure. On the contrary, one example of failure due to pride and overconfidence is the story of Kodak, the once dominant photography company that filed for bankruptcy in 2012. In the early 2000s, Kodak was a major player in the film and camera industry, with a market share of over 90%. However, the company failed to adapt to the rise of digital photography, believing that their film products would continue to be in high demand. Kodak was also overly confident in their brand name and believed that their loyal customer base would continue to support them. As a result, Kodak failed to invest in digital photography technology and was slow to develop new products to compete with digital camera manufacturers such as Nikon and Canon. By the time Kodak realized its mistake, it was too late, and the company was left behind in the rapidly evolving industry. Despite its initial failure, Kodak has since emerged from bankruptcy and is now focusing on new technologies such as printing and packaging. However, the company's downfall serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of pride and complacency in the face of rapid industry changes. Let's not forget Winston Churchill's lesson and get closer to our success.